All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the SSC. In a couple of weeks, you will have gone through the most grueling test program ever devised for the civilian militia. It comprises of, see here, about 5 tests and 1 week of strategic thinking. Those 5 tests will test you beyond the limits of what you think is imaginable. They are based off of the Army fitness test. They're not your normal Army fitness. You have to do things that you would not possibly think is something that a civilian could do. Which means that you have to have the mental fortitude in order to push yourself beyond what you think is capable. This is not something for the fucking weak-hearted. If you feel like you can't do, go home. We don't want you dying on our watch. Now, why am I so much of an uptight ass about this? Let's think about it. Your actions may mean the difference between somebody living and dying. In fact, several somebodies. In fact, many somebodies. What your decisions are might mean the difference between your brothers going to prison for the rest of their lives, or everybody getting to go home and be happy. Understand, it's not for the faint of heart. If you can't do, we don't want you here. Okay? So if any of you have any problem with this, with how this would work out for you, with the fact that you have to train for every single day of your life, because that one time, that one instance that comes about, you won't have time to think. If you've got a problem with how that works, there's the door. Leave. For the rest of you who are still here, thank you for sticking around. Welcome to the soup. You are going to go through a program which is going to change you fundamentally. You will no longer be somebody who, oh, I think I might be able to do it. No. Motherfucker, get out of my way. If you can't, I will. That will be your mentality from here on out. You will be doing things that people cannot possibly imagine. They'll think, oh, they must be terrorists. They must be crazy. They must be a bunch of insane people to go and take these kinds of risks, to put themselves on this kind of line. Not really. When it comes down to it, if you got a set of brass tacks on you, yeah, you might make it. If you've got the courage and fortitude of a Navy SEAL, maybe. You might not ring out of this. Maybe. It's some tough shit. And yes, we train in situations where a lot of the military does too. Sheer wall climbing, scaling heights, rappelling, desert survival, woodland survival, self-provision, chemistry, physics, mathematics, ballistics. The list goes on. You will learn things here that even top grade scientists, that's myself included, don't normally go through. Einstein would have been proud to call you a colleague, in other words. Yes, it's a tall fucking order. If you think you've got what it takes, by all means, let's see what you got. If you think that you can't make it through this program without dropping dead on our feet, this is not the program for you. Go back home. If you think you can handle this program, come and see me. I'll be more than happy to see if you've got what it takes. I'll be more than happy to see if you can handle it. First and foremost, riflery. You're going to have some serious skills with a rifle. Whether that's an air gun, whether that's a firearm, I don't care. I really don't. I don't give a shit if it's a rifled blow dart gun. You better have some skills with it. You better be able to stack up darts one behind another. I'm dead serious. This is no joke. This is no lie. This is no, oh, please come and help us, because we're hard up. If you think I give a fuck about your feelings, you're wrong. I don't give two shits. I don't give a one. If I gave a fuck about your feelings, do you think that I would actually ask you to join up? I'd ask you, how do you feel about joining up? How would you feel if I told you that you would have to go into this shit and there's a possibility you may not come out? In fact, there's a good probability that you'll be ending up doing some time behind bars for saving people's lives. That you might end up disfigured for the rest of your life, or worse. That you might end up dying right at your dining room table as a hail of bullets comes flying through the window. It's happened. Men and women who are willing to give everything are the only that need apply. And when I say everything, I mean, are you willing to give up your job? Are you willing to give up your house? Are you willing to give up your family? Are you willing to give up your friends in order to take a risk that might end your life? In order to save others. Now, yeah, you'd say, oh, well, there's already a place for us to do that. That's the military. Wrong. You don't get compensated here. You pay for all of your way. Now, you might say, well, that sounds illegitimate. There's a reason why. You are not supposed to be a part of the government. You are not supposed to be subsidized in any way, shape, or form by a government entity. That way there are no strings attached. You may operate freely. Now, why is it that I'm coming to you now asking you to join the SSC? It just so happens that of the first snipers, of the Snoopies, I am one of two surviving members. You got that right. Two. of the SSC, over 400 members have died in service to their country and their kin and their constitution. Over 400. That boasts a lot more losses than even the CIA can. That's why we call it the shit soup. Fuck the turd sandwich. That sounds like fun. You fuckers get bread. We don't even get that. It's full on turd broth. And nothing but. You want resupply? What the fuck you think this is? Fortnite? Get your ass up. Go mix up some chemicals. It's that simple. You don't get the option of having somebody else come to your aid. You are on your own. This is the SSC, the Strategic Sniper Corps. We are above and beyond that of Task Force Alpha. Them boys even go, you know what? Yeah, we'd probably make it through the SSC. But why? The SSC boys, they turn around to them freaking Delta boys and them Task Force Alpha boys and go, we love watching you sand dogs run around. It's lots of fun. You're almost as fun to watch as those lifeguards are. And I'm not bullshitting either. You think you got what it takes? Let's see it. Yeah, you're getting to see a full-on understanding right here because of the fact that the light is actually shining on my left side. This is the price we pay. You may walk away horribly disfigured. Or you may not walk away at all. But understand something. Those who have gone before you will be there to greet you in the halls of patriots. Real patriots. They say that Marines are the ones who protect heaven's shores. They step aside for the United States Patriot Army. Why? Because we will go through them if they don't let us go around. It's a joke, by the way. If you're so up fucking tight that you can't see through that, I have a hard time believing that you're a Marine. Just to be clear, yes, I've been through all of this training. I've been through all of this shit. I got my head flattened back in 2012, 2013. When I say flattened, this much of it was gone. The doctor was wondering how the fuck I lived through it. It takes a lot to be SSC. It's all fun and games during the Reccy class. When you see the other side of it, if you see the other side of it, well, hopefully you don't look like me. Since that's all the time I've got, to introduce you to the real shitstorm of what's going to happen in the next years to come, I want to put it down to you. If you think you've got what it takes, get out there and train every single day till you drop. And when I say train, I don't mean lifting weights and blah, 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 blah. I mean mixed martial arts. Get your ass out and fucking climb trees like there's no tomorrow. Carry rocks that weigh twice as much as you. Get out there and carry a pack. Do a 25-mile march, forced march, from one point to another, and then double time that back. Train as if you are going through the Reccy class, and you might make it. Understand something. If you do end up going through my Reccy class, I will be behind you the entire way, screaming at the top of my lungs. I will make you think that I am your drill sergeant, and you are going to hate me. But you're going to love me afterwards. Because what I'm going to put you through will make sure that you survive. And if you survive, then that means that your charge survived too. So in case you're wondering, is this a worthy cause? This is what there is. Become a Marine, become a Navy SEAL, or come join the SSC. We're waiting, and only the best need apply.